Hey Peaches, thank you for accepting my invitation in the form of the video title and giving me the honor of reading for you today. So if the title spoke to you, welcome. There is something coming out today for you. And it's not for any sign or any time period, but for you now. So I'm going to begin with your current energies, which you will already be aware of. It's just to get a feeling to confirm if the situation resonates in any way. So you have the blue whale. It says mystery, grace, and singing. The Knight of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So the first thing I'm seeing is you feeling unseen for all of your efforts, for how much you do behind the scenes that is unnoticed or taken for granted. I see that you do so much with love and without expectation, but at a point it has started to become lonely. You actually have nothing to prove, and yet you worry that you do for some reason. And I also see you communicating and trying to communicate and having it either be too subtle or just not registering to the recipient as though it's not in their language. You have such a command of your emotions and you communicate from the depths of your heart, and not everyone can receive that or is ready for it. Or it can even be, they can be intimidated by it, even at the same time while they're in awe of it. And lately, it's kind of gotten you up in your head about it, more so than usual. And it's affecting your self-care, your well-being, your sleep. It looks like worry with no long-term strategy coming from it. I mean, worry has a purpose, and if you can use that worry to have some good come from it, good. But if you can't, that's when it's not doing you any good. It's draining your energy. And you're holding things together gracefully and beautifully, but you're seeing now the unsustainability of it. So if any of that resonates, please give the video a like at this point, and we will move on to the message for you regarding the situation, what it is that you need to hear about it. I'll set that there. Maybe that'll prop all that up. Maybe. Okay. So you have the snake. I am healthy. Page of Poles. That's the Page of Wands. This is the Labyrinth Tarot. Three of Poles and the Empress. So let's see if I can move these things a little bit more evenly. There we go. Okay. So this is beautiful. So first, there is a reminder here about the mind-body connection, and there might be an anxiety or burnout spiral forming. And your approach to healing might be a physical one that has to be put in place in order to support mindset. Something has to be shed in order to allow energy to flow back into your cells. And on the heels of that is finally that feeling of being enough and total fullness and wholeness. Up here, there's a feeling of pressure or too much and something having to give or outgrowing capacity. So the question to ask is, whose expectations are you trying to meet? And if you really drill down, you're going to find that it's your own at the heart of it. So there is a sense of release when you discover that you can let go of some of those expectations yourself. And you're not bound to them. And I'm hearing you don't owe anyone anything. So first, breathe. Just start there with breathing and breath work. These cards up here show that you have not come up for air. So do you ever stop and pay attention to your breath and realize that you've been breathing shallowly for days or weeks? I don't know, that's something that happens to me for some time. I'll take a deep breath and realize it's the first one I've taken in a long, long time. So deep cleansing breaths right now. And like as your rib cage expands, feel it push against whatever that is that feels constrictive, and it loosens it, stretch it out. Give yourself space. And now, have you ever heard the phrase, comparison is the thief of joy? With this Two of Pentacles, it shows you trying to keep up with the Joneses, but this Empress shows you already having everything in the authentic sense, not just appearances. And it says, drop the appearance and put your effort into the real deal. What is true and real to you? What makes you feel abundant? Where surface things have failed to fulfill you. The more energy you put into appearing fine, the less energy you have to use to make sure you actually are fine. So to recap really quick, begin with breath and move on to what else you need physically for nourishment, and give that to yourself. Whether it's vitamins, minerals, more water, macronutrients, etc. Sleep. Replenish your body from the inside. And that might mean reallocating resources currently being used to keep up a mask. You have a very young energy coming through, and you might still have something to learn about directing your energy or focusing your energy for results. There's a t-shirt we sell at my work, and it says, what doesn't kill you gives you XP, experience points. So you're gathering experience points. Don't sell yourself short because you didn't have success immediately out of the gate. What a boring story that would make. What an uninspiring story. I do see help around you that you need to accept and say yes to. Some of this has come about because of expectations you've placed on yourself to do and be all. And it is completely unreasonable to expect that of yourself. And for some of you, not everyone, but if you are in leadership in any capacity, you might need to raise expectations and trust in your team and get some of your energy back. But if you do, you will have to be very direct, or they're not going to get it. And for someone out there specific, it's saying quit trying to be everybody's mom. So if any of you have a specific vision, I see it being positively bursting with potential. And I can see the temptation to dive completely in and totally submerge yourself in it, but that will actually smother it. So you might have to give yourself breaks to tend to your most important tool, which is your body. Okay? I hope that helps and gets you moving forward again. Thank you.